Okay, now you see that I have him on a lead rope. He was getting really excited running around. He calmed down, and I thought maybe some good exercise might be on the lead rope. He's doing pretty well. He's listening to me. He's still busy. You can see that he's busy. He wants to eat his grass, and he wants to go here and go there, but just a little bit of redirection of his feet, and that brings his mind right back to me. It's important to realize that we get to a horse's or a pony's mind through his feet, and since we cannot physically move them around, we have to work with their mind. Right now I just want to see how he tolerates a rope being thrown over his back and different things, and he's a little bit nervous about it. He has to move his feet. Ponies have to move their feet when they're nervous. So now I'm going to direct him, even on the end of the lead rope. I'm asking him to move forward. If he wants to move, that's okay. Keep on moving forward. Every time he stops to eat grass, though, I lose a little bit of his attention, so I try to get it back. Now, there's asking him for a hind end disengagement, saying, no, you need to pay attention to me. And I am clicking and rewarding when he's doing what I'm asking. A little bit of lateral movement, moving his body sideways. That's kind of hard for ponies and horses. And they certainly aren't going to back up when their mind is stuck and on doing what they want to do. So that's when the hind end disengagement comes in, and you'll see that in a moment. Now we're moving the front end around, and you'll notice that pretty much is slack in the line, except when I'm trying to keep him a little bit closer to me, or he's not listening and coming around to face me. And then I just maintain a little bit of a pressure so his body follows his head around. If he were nervous and scared running around like that, I would not use the pressure on him. I would not ask him to stand. I would let him move his feet. Watch how nicely he stops for me. I'm going to walk forward, and I stop, and he stops. What a good pony. That's a far, far cry from when he first came in and he dragged that poor man across my lawn. Now he lets me pick up his feet. That's great. Remember that horses and ponies' feet are their defense. Okay, they're not going to pick them up if they don't feel safe and comfortable. Let's get the hind up. There we go. What a good pony. A little bit loss of balance there, but he's munching on that green grass. He doesn't have any grass in his paddock. It's just a dirt paddock, so none of the horses are in a grassy paddock. Now a little bit more sideways movement, lateral movement. Good. Yeah, I'm just asking him to follow with me and follow a feel. Okay, I'm not tugging him. I'm not yanking on him. I'm not pulling him. There's a tiny bit of pressure on that lead rope when he lags behind a little bit. That's okay. It's the pony's responsibility and the horse's responsibility to stay with us. If we're going slowly, we're going quickly. Now we're going to play ball a little bit. I want to see how he reacts to the ball. I'm asking him to target it. He's not real interested. There he goes. That was kind of a mistake. He didn't really touch it. He was going after my finger, but he did touch his nose to it, so I clicked and rewarded him for it. I'm going to throw the ball at him. How many of you have little kids running around throwing balls all over the place? And some days those balls are going to go into the paddock and, bounce off a pony's butt end. So they have to be used to it. The ponies here at the academy get exposed to all sorts of things. I'll throw balls at them. I'll throw big balls and little balls and ropes and balloons and strollers. He's a little bit nervous, so I'm directing his feet again, getting back to his mind. The umbrella you saw in the first clip is also a good way to get them used to the umbrellas and flags. With my big horses, and even with the ponies, I'll go by and I'll purposely bump into them. With my horses, I'll body slam them so they don't move. They're not supposed to move when I bump into them. I don't want them inadvertently or mistakenly stepping on a small child that is running around and not looking where they're going, as all children do, even though they're not supposed to, and they bump into a horse's leg or a pony's butt. You don't want that pony or that horse to react with a kick. He stopped nicely. He got rewarded. I'm asking him to back up. No, he decided he didn't want to back up, so we're going to face again. Try back up again. There he goes. Good pony. He's just got too many other things on his mind. He says, I don't want to back up. There's too many other neat things to do. So, hind end disengagement again. Get that mind unstuck. Click and reward him for doing the right thing. Please, may I have your hoof again? Just that left one. Good boy. Very good. It's good to pat and to rub your horse in between exercises and just tell him he's doing a good job. Rub him all over. Let him get used to your handling. Pull on their tails, okay? If you haven't handled a pony's tail and there comes a day when you need to take their temperature, you're going to be in trouble. Oh, another scary object now. Shiny paper. Shiny Christmas paper that rattles and makes all sorts of noise and it crinkles and it reflects the sunlight. He wasn't too sure of it at first. He wants to run away from it, go away from it, and that's okay. We'll let him move. We're going to bring him back. He's got to face and touch it. Good pony. Sorry for the phone ringing in the background. He wants to walk off. We're going to redirect his attention again. Oh my goodness, it fell on the ground. No reaction. See how he does with getting rubbed all over with it. He doesn't like it near his head and his ears. I can't say that I blame him. It does make a lot of noise when it's crinkly. You'll notice that I started out with it all crumpled up in a small ball, and now it's open. And while I'm restraining him a little bit, I am not restraining him to the point where he's getting frightened. If he were frightened of it, I would not restrain him. I would let him run in a circle around me. And he's clearly not bothered by it now. And I want him to back up with me. What a good boy. And I got a little bit confused saying, okay, I backed up. Now what do you want me to do? Just do some more leading. I want him to follow me. And we're going to do this with a flow to it so it's nice and smooth and see how well he reacts. And he's doing very well. It's always fun to have some music on and to do little dances, and you can go forwards and backwards and around and sideways, over things and under things, and make it fun. Make it fun. Make exercises fun for you and your ponies. See how nicely he's walking with me and he's following my feel? He's very relaxed, that's evident. Now we're going to do a little bit of work because I just want him to know that I can direct his feet. And many of you maybe lunge your horses. Sorry, we're off the screen again. Lunge your horses, and it's a big bother to have to stop and switch directions and this, that, and the other, so we're just going to work on that. And he does very well with this. There we go. Good pony. He's a little bit irritated. He saw the tail swish, because I don't want to change directions. So come on, CD, you can change your directions. All I have to do is look at his hip and twirl the rope behind him. I'm not hitting him with it. I'm just twirling it for added pressure. I want him to keep on moving. Oh, there he goes. And he really did very well. This is all, this first time stuff with him that he's done here. We've not done any of this before, so he's really doing a good job. And you'll notice when I stepped into him with a little bit of, I'm asking him to move now by stomping my foot and asking him to trot out. Okay, I'm not whipping him, I'm not cropping him, I'm just using my body language, and I'm getting a little bit bigger and a little bit more energetic. So okay, now he's got the idea. He's got to go around me until I ask him to stop. That's a hard one, getting him to stop doing that. So I'm just asking him to come around, and he goes, oh, okay. Hind end disengagement, I have to stop. And we'll work on that in future lessons, so he'll stop when I ask him to. I want this little pony to know all the voice commands and my body commands. So all I have to do is think. And while I don't agree with lunging a horse in little tiny circles, when you do a few rounds here and there, it helps to get their mind back so they listen to you.